Ni hao, or hello in Chinese. And welcome to Musical Sprouts and the Great China Excursion. My name is Yaping, and I will be your guide on this journey. Remember, the United States is one of a continent of North America, while China is located on the other side of the globe in the continent called Asia. In China, the different parts of the country are broken up into 23 provinces and numerous other regions. Every region has its own purpose based on their contribution to China. As the third biggest country in the world, China has a vast network of rich rivers and waters. Today, we'll continue our excursion by traveling deep into the heart of China and learning about the important rivers. The rivers help us to tell the story of China. China has great geographical diversity. The eastern plains and southern coasts of China have fertile lowlands and foothills. They are the location of most of China's agricultural lands and human population. The southern areas of the country, south of the Yangtze River, have hills and mountains. The west and the north of the country are dominated by sunken basins, like the Gobi and the Taklamakan deserts. You also find rolling plateaus and towering groups of mountains. East China and South China run along the Pacific Ocean, with the South China Sea to the south and the East China Sea and the Yellow Sea to the east. Perhaps the two most important features of ancient China were the Yellow River to the north and the Yangtze River to the south. These major rivers were a great source of food, fertile soil, fresh water, and transportation. The rivers were also the subjects of Chinese poetry, art, literature, and folklore. Among them, there are 7 major rivers. Today, you will learn about the Yangtze River, also called Changjiang. It is the third longest river in the world, after the Nile in Africa and the Amazon in South America. To put it in perspective, the Yangtze River is over 1,000 miles longer than from New York to Los Angeles. Can you guess how many hours it will take a cruise down the Yangtze River from start to finish? It will be a very long boat ride. Another important river is the Yellow River, Huanghe. The Yellow River is also known as the cradle of Chinese civilization or the Mother River, 母亲河. A source of rich fertile soil and irrigation water, The Yellow River has transformed itself more than 1,500 times since we've been keeping records, becoming a raging force that has swept away entire villages. As a result of the destruction, the river has several less than positive nicknames as well, like China's sorrow and the scourge of the Han people. Some rivers in China pass through cities and others pass through farmlands. Rivers are used to create fertile land for farming and have many purposes like migration, borders, and recreation. Maybe one day you can travel to China and visit some of its mighty rivers. I know you're going to love today's activity. Have you ever played the board game called Candyland? Raise your hand if you have. Great! So most of you have played it. It was one of my favorites when I was a child. Enjoy the game as you play. I will be working on our next lesson. When you'll be building a boat that can float across the Yellow River. See you next time. 再见。